so getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I have no use for Spencer Cassadine at this very moment. He pissed me off. I was so disappointed in Spencer. Like, what was the whole point? If you don't believe, now all of a sudden, because there's evidence against Trina, now he don't believe Trina's innocent. Now he believes that Esme was vindicated or whatever, and she was telling the truth this whole time. If you really believe that, why are you at the police station talking to Trina then? If you really believe she's guilty because of new evidence they found that was clearly planted. And he knows his girlfriend is capable of it, and Trina told him that. He knows it. But he's still sitting there not believing her, talking about, well, you lied for me, so okay, and? So what if she lied for you? Idiot. Lying for somebody is a huge difference. It's a huge difference. You can't even compare lying for you compared to filming a sex tape and distributing it. It's totally... It's, like, come on, dude. That's like apples and oranges. How the hell do you compare that? Like, just because she lied for you, that means she's willing to go that far? Like, he's bugged out. He's crazy. And Trina told him, she was like, look me in my eye and tell me that you really believe I did this. Like, look me in the eye and tell me you don't believe, you don't think I'm not innocent. Like, tell me. And he couldn't do it. So she was like, you know what? Get the hell out. And I was happy that she told him to get out. Like, she's done with him, and I hope she's really done with him, because he really showed her that when it comes down, he doesn't have her back. When it comes down to it, when it matters most, he's not there for her. Like, I just want to put this out there too. This new cop that I was telling y'all about that debuted, he was in the room with them, Officer Cabrera, Rory Cabrera. I like him. I do, because I noticed the eyes that he was giving Trina and stuff. Like, he was looking at Trina all lovey-dovey and stuff, you know, kind of, his eyes looked like they were smiling and shit. And then he was looking at Spencer with the side eye, like, yeah, I don't like you. You a chump. I like it. And he totally had Trina's back. When it was time for Spencer to go, she wanted Spencer to leave. He escorted him out. He said, you can go now. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I like it. And then he had got Trina something to drink, and he smiled at her, and she smiled back at him. I said, listen, officer, if you want you some chocolate, go. All you gotta do is say the word. Go get it. I ain't mad at him. He said, listen, he want him some Hershey Kisses. And he ain't talking about the candy. He talking about that little piece of chocolate that's sitting right at that table over here. That's what he looking at. I ain't mad at him. I'm not. Go get it. Go get you some. He want that real chocolate. You know, the kind that melt in your mouth and not in your hand. I'm not mad at that. I said, go ahead, bro. I like him so far. I hope they keep him around. I really do. Listen, Trina really need to move on from from this whole Esme Spencer situation. I'm glad Trina put it out there. And she let Spencer know, like, ever since she met him, her life has went downhill ever since she met that boy. And it has. It has. Like, her life has just, this is what her mother was trying to tell her. Like, listen, get the hell away from him. He ain't no good. At this point, whatever hell Esme is about to unleash on Nicholas and Spencer, I'm fully here for it at this moment. They deserve whatever she about to get in. And trust me, it's about to be a doozy. I'm here for it. I have no use for the Cassadine men at this point because they're gullible and stupid. They're thinking with their head, but they're thinking with the wrong head, if you know what I mean. Like, just all the brain just went from all the blood just went from here to down there. And it's like, come on now. And then when Spencer told Trina that Esme could possibly be carrying his child, it clicked to her that, you know, if she's pregnant and stuff, then that's why he's back on Team Esme now. And I'm like, he's stupid. You haven't even seen a positive pregnancy test yet. She hasn't even taken the damn test. And you're willing to just switch sides now? Like, disloyal. Trina need to let him go and get with Mr. Officer Rory. I'm gonna call him by his first name, Officer Rory. She need to go ahead and get with him, because he was seriously giving her bedroom eyes. Like he'll take her down. So you might as well go ahead and get with him. I want to know what his backstory is, who he related to. Because trust me, I'm pretty sure he related to somebody. I heard rumors he related to Miss Wu. That'd be a hot mess. But anyway, so Scott, I'm super happy that Scott is going to be representing Trina. I'm happy about it because Scott believes in her innocence. He read the case. He was like, yeah, there's enough here for reasonable doubt. And he believes in her because he heard a lot about her through Cameron and stuff like that. So he know her character, and that's what's going to be his defense, is the fact that she's an upstanding citizen in the community. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the town speaks highly of her. You know what I'm saying? Especially prominent members of the town. So I think that'll work in Trina's favor at trial. Hopefully it won't get to trial. Hopefully. Um and I love how Portia is handling this. Like as soon as she seen Spencer, she was pissed. And she just told him, like, listen, I ain't got time for you today. Get out. Leave. And even Dante told him, like, get on up out of here. You can go now. I love it. Um and I love what she told Trina. She was like, listen, we're about to go to this arraignment. Hold your head high. You know, keep your head up high. You know what I'm saying? Like, just walk in there because you know you're innocent. We know you're innocent. We're going to get you out of this. I love the support that Trina has because I'm a big fan of this character. And I'm loving the new actress playing her. Like I said, I miss Sydney Michaela. I adore her. And I'm glad that they got another actor who I feel can fill her shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only get one, you know, Sydney Michaela, of course. But, you know, I feel like this new actress, for me, I feel like she's doing a pretty good job so far. You know, she's definitely stepping up to the plate, and I like her. Um, so, yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. Um, the nerve of Miss Gladys. I'm forgetting her name already. That's how long it's been since I've seen her. I'm starting to draw a blank when I think of her. Yeah, but Glad is still on her foolishness. She got a nerve to come into the office talking about, oh, I would like to talk about stock options. Ma'am, ma'am, your job is to get coffee and food. Go do your job. Thank you. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Go do your job. How you gonna bust up in the office? Yeah, I want to talk about stock options. Sweetie, go. I love how Lucy handled it. Lucy said, listen, go get us some salad. I live for Lucy. I love her. She said, listen, go get us some salads. We ain't about to entertain your shenanigans today. Like, first of all, they're in the middle of planning a huge launch party because the IPO is getting ready to come out. They're about to go public. They ain't got time for your foolishness, Gladys. Go sit down. You ain't getting no stock. Go sit down somewhere. You are an employee. Ain't nobody got, listen. Lucy is better than me because I would have been dismissive of her as well, and I probably would have dismissed her a long time ago. Because listen, one thing, if I'm an employer, the one thing I'm not gonna do, especially with somebody I know I can't really stand like that, I'm not gonna argue with the help. That's what I'm not about to do. I ain't about to argue with somebody that you know that's hourly. Like, we're not about to do this. Don't take anything I say seriously. It's all jokes anyway. But yeah, you know, you ain't got to haggle with the help. Go get salads and go get coffee. Answer the phone. That's what you do. You don't get stock. You know, we don't like you like that, Glass. Go. Like, she busts up in there like she's a valuable employee. Like, sweetie, you barely do your job correctly. Go do something. Go file some papers. Go do something. Go bust up in there. I want to talk about stock options. How about we talk about me not firing you today? How about that? Go get my lunch before I do fire you. Stock options. You must be crazy. That woman was tripping. So anyway, they talking about this whole duet situation, and Lucy is really trying to get BLQ to get Chase involved in this. But BLQ was like, she don't want to do it. And you know, Maxie trying to figure out like what's the deal between them. Dante was talking to Chase about it as well at the PCPD because he's still trying to recruit people for the softball team. Apparently, Chase still got like 54 days left of his suspension. So, what, a little over 2 months he still got left on his suspension? My thing is, BLQ and Chase are still dancing around each other at this moment. They're not communicating. Everything with them is a miscommunication as far as their relationship go. That's why their relationship is not progressing. And it's still stuck in that little friend zone. It ain't progressing because they're not talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, BLQ is under the impression, she admitted to Maxie that she liked him more than just a friend. The problem is she thinks that he just wants to be friends with her. And I feel like he wants more. They're not really communicating. They're not telling each other flat out what they want. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they need to get locked in a room again together or something, like they were in that steam room. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to do something. They need Dr. Phil. They need Ayanna Van Zant. They need somebody. Judge Maybelline. They need somebody to come help them. Cause I mean they need somebody. Cause this is ridiculous. Listen, Frank Valentini, put me on the show. Cause I want to be their therapist. I want to be their love therapist. I think I can help them. I think I could pull them together finally. They need some. They need Jesus. Cause I am so sick and tired of them dancing around each other with this relationship. Like, just get to it already. And he pretty much said that he didn't fit in her world or whatever. So BLQ was like, you know what? You can leave my office. And he was all confused by that last statement that she made. I'm like, son, tell her how you feel. I'm getting tired of y'all dancing around each other. I want to see y'all get together and have some steamy love scenes. You know what I mean? Because I think they'll be dope. They both, the chemistry is on fire between them. And I don't want to keep playing these games with them. Like, y'all too old for this. Like, get together. Because he think that they ain't got nothing in common, pretty much. Like, they're an odd pairing. I'm like, y'all got music in common. He liked to sing. She liked to sing. He told her she should be a songwriter. So y'all got things in common. And I mean, a lot of people on this show are polar opposite when it comes to being together. I mean, hell, look at Tracy and Luke. They were opposite. She came from wealth. He came from the slums. But they made it work because they're opposite. They're similar in some ways because they both like to scheme. But they made it work. I think opposites, that old saying opposites attract, I think it still applies today because I do think opposites totally attract. You balance each other out. And I think that's what they need to do. Balance each other out finally. So anyway, moving on from that, I totally agree with Gladys. Surprisingly, I'm saying that, but I agree with her. I feel like this marriage between Sasha and Brando is a hot mess. Um, and the reason I say that is because they're married, they're back from their honeymoon, and they still don't technically even live with each other. So she talking about, oh, we got to talk about that or whatever. We're gonna find a solution to that. I'm like, yeah, it's called getting to know it. This marriage is not gonna end well. Like, and I can't blame Gladys. She's trying to look out for her son because she don't want to see him get hurt. But I'm like, listen, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Even when Lucy and Maxie popped up and stuff like that, showing her, the IPO portfolio with the pictures and stuff of her pregnant, as the face of conception, that really triggered her. So of course she ran off, called her dealer, talking about, oh, I need more, something to get me through, basically buying more drugs. I said, no, Sasha, no. I'm gonna need Brando and them to pay more attention to her because they need to understand she back on that stuff. And I know, trust me, I got, people, I've been around people that's drug addicts and stuff. Some have kicked the habit, some have not. They're still doing it. And I really want to see Sasha kick this. I really don't want this drug to defeat her. I want her to defeat it. It's going to be a bumpy road for her, though. It's going to be hard, but I know it's going to be even harder on, well, not harder, but I know it's going to be hard on Brando when he find out what's really going on. It's going to be a hot mess overall. So hopefully they can help her, find a way to get her to get into treatment or something. But she also has to want to get in treatment. Because what the thing with addicts, if you try to get them in treatment and they're not ready for it, all they're going to do is get back out and start doing the same old routine again. They might be good for maybe a few days, a few weeks, but trust me, they're going to go back to it. They definitely are. So anyway, moving on from that, Esme was still trying to play the victim role with Sonny once he got her in that office. I love Sonny in his scenes today because he was totally mob boss Sonny. The scenes with him in mob mode is the Sonny that I remember before the whole Nixon Falls mess. You know what I'm saying? This is the old Sonny when he's in business mode. Like, you see that ruthless, cunning Sonny. And I loved it. But she was still trying to play victim. And he was giving her a laundry list of her misdeeds and the people that she wronged. And she's still sitting there playing victim. Oh, I apologize. I thought you forgave me. Like, just playing it to the hilt. And Sonny wasn't falling for nothing. He wasn't falling for that crap. He said, listen, a young girl is sitting in jail because of you right now. you could fix this mess and, fix your image and stuff if you confess. All you gotta do is confess. And of course, Nicholas and Victor had to be the idiots to come busting up in there because they found her phone by the bench or whatever. And Nicholas just found out that she could be pregnant or whatnot. So he called on her phone. They find it. And he realized, oh, she must be with Sonny because he remembered she was afraid of the Corinthos family. So, of course, she looked like she was about to say something, like she was about to confess because her lips started quivering and stuff. So she looked like she was about to crack until they popped up. And as soon as she heard their voice, she started screaming out for help. Nicholas is such an idiot. Like, when did he become so gullible? You know what I'm saying? I was going to say something worse than that, but I stopped myself. But he is just so damn naive and just idiot. You know what I mean? Just dumb. I'm like, him and Spencer deserve whatever hell this girl about to rain down on them. I swear for the Lord. Y'all deserve it. Because y'all being totally stupid right now. And Sonny was playing it off real casual. He said nothing. We was just talking. And Victor, stay away from my family. Victor, take your old ass on somewhere because you already got enough issues right now. You got Anna, Sam, Dante, Laura, Felicia, Drew. You got all these people on your tail right about now. Do you really want to add Sonny Corinthos to the list of people that's gunning for you? You really want to do it? And Sonny was like, we're done. He said, no, we're just beginning. Sonny was not afraid of that little threat he tried to put out. Because Sonny said, listen, I done went up against badder people than your ass. I ain't scared of you. You want to take the first shot? Go ahead. He said, but as soon as you take the first shot, I'm going to finish it. Now, that's the Sonny Corinthos I freaking know. I love it. Because you know what? I'm loving this whole Sonny versus Cassadine situation now. He's mixing it up more with the Cassadines. Because what I noticed over the years was they pretty much kept Sonny separate from the Cassadine drama. I don't think he's ever really even spoken to Helena before. Or Stefan or Stavros. He never really interacted with them before. Of course he knows about all their deeds, their misdeeds over the years, but he never got involved with them in their business. Their businesses never intersected until now. So I'm actually happy about it. It's about time Sonny mixed it up with the Cassadines. But yeah, Victor and Sonny, that's gonna be that could be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, Nicholas takes Esme back to Kelly's or whatever. She's sitting there hugging him, talking about, oh, I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so shut up. Just laying it on things. As soon as she hugged him, Spencer walked in. I said, there you go. There you go. She about to sleep with your daddy. She about to mess with your papa. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Because I'm like, he doing all of this for this little demented girl. When will they learn? That coochie, I'm telling you, to bring you down. That pink motherfucker, it's a powerful weapon, I'm telling you. Women been using that as their power base for many, many years. The Cassadine men, they'll learn one day. But get it together. Get your head in the game, because y'all losing right about now. Y'all letting this little demented girl play you. And she playing y'all like Lotto. She about to hit the jackpot, too. She about to hit the daily double. Anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comments. Let me know what y'all all think. And I will see y'all all later. Peace.